Good morning. I'm here with Olivia Beachley today. Olivia is a graduate of C. Milton Wright High School and currently attends Elizabethtown College. And she played for H2O. And what I'd like her to do, she's a two-sport athlete in college at Elizabethtown. So I'm going to ask her a few questions about how she selected Elizabethtown and what it's like to play two sports in college and what the commitment level is. So, Olivia, why did you pick Elizabethtown?
So I really decided that I wanted to go to a school and play field hockey and major in engineering. So I looked at schools for over all divisions, D1 through D3, and decided, kind of like did some college searches, and I noticed like Elizabethtown kept coming up, and it wasn't too far away from home. I knew I didn't want to go too far away, and so I kind of focused in on the schools that had like my major and field hockey, and so that helped.
All right. Once you decided Elizabethtown was high on your priority list, what are a couple other colleges you were considering besides Elizabethtown?
So I visited my top schools. Well, for field hockey, I looked at Salisbury. The only D1 school I looked at was Syracuse. I did like a play day there and an overnight, and at both schools I did overnights. And then I looked at Dickinson. I did a play day at Delaware, but I didn't really want to go there. And then I looked at other schools too, not just to play field hockey, like maybe do like a club field hockey thing, because I wasn't sure if I wanted to go to a big school and just focus on my major and then do club field hockey. So I looked at Maryland, JMU. I looked at, that was about it.
All right, so Olivia did a pretty thorough search. That's a lot of schools. So she narrowed it down to Elizabethtown. Once that happened, all right, did you reach out to the coach? How did she see you? What was the connection that allowed you to successfully transition into Elizabethtown?
So the main thing is really so my coach doesn't do a lot of recruiting like at the big tournaments for club, but I noticed that if you really want to go to a school that you have in mind, that you really have to go to their campus, do an overnight or do a clinic, and really make yourself known to the coach, really reach out to them, know what school you want to go to, and or have a few schools in mind, and then go visit their school, go to their camps, go do anything that they're at, and then hopefully one of the schools you like, you're successful and find the one you really want to go to.
All right, so you're playing two sports, and at this school, the hockey and lacrosse coach are different. They're not the same coaches. So how's it like? Are they okay with you playing both sports? Do they mind sharing you, or do you get a little bit of grief not during the off season with one of the other teams?
So even though my coaches are different, they're both very supportive in both continuously playing two sports. I think so. Well, this year is I think this year might be, my lacrosse coach might give me some grief because I'm going to have to be more involved with lacrosse this year because I was named captain. So I don't know if she's going to probably ask me to be a lot more involved, but I know they're both 100% supportive of me playing both sports, and that a few other kids do it, so they always come support us at our games, and it's nice because you kind of have that extra connection. It's always cool when the lacrosse team comes to the field hockey games.
So at Elizabethtown, which is not like a lot of schools, they support each other. The coaches are sharing. And you mentioned that you're majoring in engineering. So that's a lot, Olivia, to be taking on. How's the engineering affecting your practice time?
So engineering is a lot of work, but I think that with time management and if you work really hard, you can really do anything you set your mind to. So it's a lot of late nights, but if you just manage your time well and eat well, sleep well, and really just dedicate yourself, then it's always worth it. So.
What advice do you have to parents that are looking at schools like Elizabethtown? You looked at the Division I schools. You also looked at some maybe club programs. What's your advice now that you're actually in school and you've settled in and you've had very high success rate in both sports there? It's been a great experience. What would you tell people?
I would just say to find out, what's most important, to you as a player, whether it's school or, playing at a high level, because I think that it really depends on what division you want to go into when you're focusing on colleges. Is, D1, your sport is, it's a full-time commitment, and if, you're not really as sure about, like, what major you want to consider, but that's a really important thing. I would definitely consider, like, what jobs you want to look at, like, in the future, but I think that the main thing is just knowing, like, your priorities, like how important is field hockey to you, how much do you love playing at a high level, finding the school too is right for you, like large versus small. So I think that how big of a priority to field hockey is, like, for you is the main thing as a player. I think that you have to figure out, because at every level of field hockey you're going to have fun, and it's going to be, a competitive level, but it's where you want to go with it. So, yeah.
All right. Well, that is some great advice for Olivia Beachley. We'll be following her and the Elizabethtown team this fall. Olivia, great job. Good luck on the field.
Thank you.